I left my house today and I ran out to do a few things, and I went to Walmart, and this is how this came about. So earlier in the day, I had friend conversations with Lisa, and then I'm just and then I went downtown and I went to Walmart, and I got in Walmart and I seen toilet tissue, like when you walk in and they said it was on sale and it was like $16 or whatever. And I'm like, $16 is their sale price. I'm like, interesting. I'm like, how did toilet paper become that expensive? So then I'm walking around, I get down down into the aisle where toilet tissue is, and I have no idea why this hit me the way it hit me. I looked at the price of, the Purell Royal or whatever, and the pack was $30. And instantly, false inflation hit me. And I'm just like, and I could feel myself starting to vibrate on the inside. And all I could think was, why does humans not matter to industry? And that was what came to me. And anyway, I thought it just left. I went about and I vibrated a little bit. I got out in the parking lot and I sat in my truck for like 10 minutes. And I looked at the 4 bags and I looked at the price tag on the 4 bags. And I thought, something is so out of balance in our world. There's something so out of balance that not we as in all of us, but the world itself has lost some connection to that connection to humanity. And you've heard me speak about it lately. You've heard me talk about a lot about the little people. Your everyday people matter. And Lisa's Star Francis brought it up last night in her class that she was doing as well, about me telling her a story about the ants. And I was telling her a story about the ants. And I said, don't worry, the ants are at work. It's like the ants are always at work. And so you always see ants in your driveway and everybody goes, those pesky ants, and ants are and I'm like, but they're the little tiniest things. And they feel like they're such a pest. They're such a nuisance. They're all over the place. Well, we look at our neighbors that way. We look at other people that way. We look at those everyday people that are in our world, and we complain. We do. We see it everywhere in the world now, complaining about each other and complaining about nature, like the natural thing of people to have, opposition in thoughts and views. And I'm like, we complain about those ants that are busy about doing their thing. And you see the ant dragging off its food, dragging off, and we don't see what the ant actually does. And what the ant does underground. So we call them the stupid little ants, and they're a pest, and they're this and that. And they're just so caught up in what they're doing that they don't look at us. But they're busy underground networking, building a community, building up everything that needs to be built up. Well, we have a whole network of everyday people that are just as brilliant as, say, the big people that are in big corporations like the Apple that's watching me right now. Like, we have everyday people who never, ever really succeeded at that level of success, or they were the garage, they're the garage people. They're the people that tinker about in their garage. They're the people that create. They're the people that, the world is full of brilliant people. The world is full of brilliant people who could have, probably been a star, probably could have did this, probably could have. But obviously, whatever was in alignment in them never connected them to that. But it doesn't mean they ever stopped. And I said, there's a whole intricate system of the ant community in our everyday people who are working underground. And doing the things that need to be done, still to keep fighting without words, and not having to be seen, and knowing the power of staying silent and just go about the work, just keep working, just keep doing, just keep showing up, and to keep building. And, people like us that are spiritual leaders are kind of doing the same thing in that same way. And so it's the power that comes from not wasting your energy or your power in the unhealthy areas and putting our energy into where it needs to go to be the change, to become a part of change. And as we're sitting here tonight, we couldn't have designed this, we couldn't have created this any other way. Right in the middle of my screen is Wendy, who is in a hospital, who is struggling for each and every, breath in the moment and needs help to breathe. And, and so our everyday people and our everyday communities are what truly, truly matters. So sometimes what we don't realize is the energy that we exude and we waste is energy that could be put into coming together and working like the ants. That we don't have to be that power. And that's kind of how we are showing up for the most part. So as I sat in the parking lot and I thought, I could go on Facebook and bitch about this, or I could ask this vibration what it's telling me. What is this vibration telling me? What is it communicating to me? And I'm like, it was communicating to me to connect into the intricate system of the ants, into the underground world, into the world where it's not going everywhere in this very moment. It's not being spread, like wildfire on a TikTok, but it's going where it needs to go so that we all take it and we spread it out. So we do, when we decide that we don't want ants in our yards, we feed those little poison little sacks and they take the poison home and we destroy a community and we don't see it. All we see is the ants that were in the driveway and we killed the ants in the driveway. And then, one maybe made it home and got that home and maybe have taken out half of that community, but they're smarter than that. They don't build it all in one. They don't put it all in one. They keep this trail of systems going, right? And so then over time, you look in the driveway and the ants are back again. That's the everyday people. We keep coming back. We keep showing up. We keep, no matter what happens, we ultimately, the one thing we don't really do as the everyday, as the human being, is we really just don't quit. So if we can see ourselves at the end see ourselves not at the end of holding a flag of victory, but to see ourselves in the shining glory, to see ourselves in the shining glory of knowing the power that it takes of love to come together, to support, to become that network. Because we ultimately are kind of like those little itty bitty little ants. And the power of us working as those itty little bitty little ants all together becomes one big ass powerful connection. And that's where the angelic realm kind of starts, I don't know where kind has come from tonight. What is that word tonight? That kinda, that's where that energy really comes from with the angelic realm. It's amazing support, right? And so it's that angelic realm that then plugs in to us, just as connect those connections. And so then we extend onto that again. So this is something tonight that I don't know why. All I know is I answered the call to the vibration, not to the fear. I didn't answer a call. I didn't answer, a call into complaining, into kind of lighting fires and getting fires starting, getting everybody roiled up and getting people all started on it. I looked at it as we have an opportunity in these moments to really call each other up, not put down anything, to call each other up, to hold each other and to be a part of a bigger networking community that brings us into a world where we come together. And so tonight's healing meditation, this guided healing meditation, is that we take a little piece of this love and light energy, a little piece of this healing energy tonight, and we let it, and we pull it. And we're going to pull this energy and pull it in and pull it through us and send it out. And so that we can send it out into the world, and it can be grabbed on by another, and that we spread this, and we spread this around, and we grow that community. We grow that energy, just as More Than Existing became a movement, and we grew, and we're growing more. We grew and we're growing More Than Existing. And that movement that starts to happen when we start to feel a shift. Well, let's create a shift. Let's create a shift energy. Let's create a wave. Let's create a new tunnel. Let's create something through meditation. And so as we're going through meditation, each and every one of you will be in your own experience. We're all going to be networked, but we're all going to be in a different experience. Whatever is coming up for you while we are in this meditation, let it flow through you. No matter what my words are, no matter what I'm saying, let your experience happen. Because what we're doing is I'm holding the space, holding this line, and we are going to travel out a little bit. We're going to step up and out and take ourselves kind of out of the equation, and let our spirit embody the experience from what the soul connection is asking for. And each and every one of our souls are connected to the ant colony. They're connected to the home. They're connected to that God consciousness, that divine golden light source, to that Christ-like source. Whatever, there's so many avenues to get to that light. So the first one is, we open up to us, and we accept that we have the ability to be really good human beings. We don't always follow through on it, but we have the ability. And where I say we don't follow through is we don't always treat ourselves that way. So that's where we get weak in our follow through. And then beyond that is that we connect all the way into that sense of the God consciousness, into that God energy. And if I were to say to you, do you believe you're God? Most people would get that, no way, I can never be God. Why can't you be God? So what that means by that is, can we not behave? Can we not up the ante on who and how we show up in this world to be the best that we can be, to do the right things for the right reasons, as the cat is acting like Lucifer, as we could be that energy to, if we're made in the likeness of that light, that we can be golden, that we can be that we can be that golden energy. We can be that kind as we come together, which means we may not have it as an individual. As one individual, we're all going to be weak in areas. But as a collective, as a group, do you see how we can bring the best parts of all of us, the gifts of all of us, our own authentic, unique self, in together, plug into the one, and become the one, and be everything that we need to be to work this healing energy throughout the world. And it's limitless. So don't think limited. Don't try to wish it upon any. Just see it flowing through. See it flowing through our everyday people, even our not everyday people, through all humans, through all races, through all times. And I don't know where we're going, but we're going to go. And we're going to take a little journey. And I want you to just all close your eyes. And first, I want you to feel your human. So we're going to stay with your human. Really want to honor your human. Lisa Walker, closing my eyes. Okay, close your eyes and take that deep, deep breath in. And then breathe out. And then just keep breathing with the rhythm of your breath, breathing in and out, but make sure your breath goes all the way down. And for Wendy, only where your breath can go. We're not concerned about your breath and making it all the way. We know where you are. So wherever your breath, and then notice, really notice if your breath feels like it cannot go all the way down. And then in your next breath, push it a little bit more. And then bring awareness to your surroundings, to where you're sitting, laying. Bring awareness to the clothes touching your body. Bring awareness to even your hair touching your scalp, your body. Bring awareness to your skin. And then feel as if you can feel your skin breathing with you, as if you can breathe in and out even through your skin. Bring awareness to your torso. Then to the arms and the legs that hang from that torso that are connected. And then bring awareness to the heart. And bring awareness to the front of the body, the back of the body, side to side. And then let's go inward even closer, inside the body to the front, inside the body to the back, inside the body down one side, inside the body down the other. And let's make it even smaller again. In the very front of the heart, a little speck, a little spot right behind the heart, a little spot to one side of the heart, then to the other side of the heart. And let's get smaller again. Bring your awareness to one little circle, one little spot right in the middle of the heart center. Now bring your awareness, your focus to that one little spot right at the middle of the heart. And then you're going to feel and sense the thump, 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 thump. And as you do, that little spot will start to pulsate. Thump, thump, thump. Now feel yourself as if you are going all the way in through there, as if you are collapsing all the way into that little spot. Don't let yourself get caught up in that you have a body that can't fit, nothing. Anything is possible. You're going all the way in. Feel yourself going all the way in. And as we go all the way in, just like a thread going through an eye of a needle, that's what it's like. The thread going through the eye of a needle. And you're going to go all the way in through. And as you do, everything goes black. And we're just in this black, empty space. And as you take that next breath, we're going to come out to the other side. And we're leaving the human body as we come out on the other side. And as you come out on the other side, you are just the light. All you are is that energy. As you feel and sense yourself only as that energy, you're going to feel that energy connecting Feel that movement as if you are moving around like a light, a ball of light. As if you are able to kind of go small or big. Your breath is in the light now. Your whole existence is in that light. And then notice you feel a warmth or even a cold sensation. And this is what the energy calls unconditional love. Notice the feeling, the sensation as it blends into the light. Bring awareness to the color or colors, whatever it may be. And then, with the force of the will of your light and of the love, expand the light out. And you'll see it getting wider and wider. You'll see yourself getting wider and wider and wider and wider. See you, the light, getting wider and wider as if it expands out. And you can see it look like a vortex of energy, of light. And now you're going to notice, sense, feel, hear a vibrational energy and a hum. Like a sense of a hum or a vibration. This is language. Bring all of your awareness to this communication, to this language. And as you start to connect to this, as if you become like a moving, waving energy, you're going to see little, almost like tentacles of light come out. Little reflections everywhere. All the way on the outside, out front. And as we do, see this beautiful light force energy now shining all throughout your home. Go through the home of where you would exist when you're in your human body. See it traveling back through your human body. See it going through your yard, your community, your neighborhood. And as if you see it waving itself in around cities, streets, see it flowing. See it flowing through nature. See it flowing through the water. See yourself, feel yourself going through the water as this light force energy. And as it does, it goes across the seas, goes to women, children, and men, across the seas, across the lands, across the world. And with the power of knowing this force is traveling everywhere, now see it traveling through the equator and through the poles of the earth. See it now wrapping around. And as you see it wrapping around the earth, notice that it's connecting with all of the other life force energy, and hear the buzz, hear the vibration, feel it, sense it, know it, just know it's happening. And as you watch it wrap around the earth, it's like vines of beautiful light. And you are a part of it. You can see, feel, sense, and know it's happening because you're in it. You are the light. You are that life force energy. And now think, where else can I send this? Send it out. Send it out into the universe. And we're going to do something really magical now. We're going to send it into the black hole, the universe's black hole, its own eye of the needle. And as we become an even more powerful light force energy, we light it up and we expand it and we rise it up. And as all that are here tonight all come together, all the light force energy that's in this, wrapped around right now, all comes together and it pushes in through the black hole, into the space of where no human can ever go. It's going to feel very kind of, the light's going to feel like it's collapsing in on itself. In here right now, we're going to do something that most would probably not even think of. Most of the light. So the light force energy that's alive and active right now to create a new energy, to transmute the energy, to let it all collapse and blend in, overlap into a space where there is no time, overlapping dimensions, and in this very moment, we become nothing. We become silent in this black hole energy. And we ask for the work to be done by the light of the God consciousness, through the God consciousness. As we sit idle right here for just a moment in this black hole, to transcend, shift, bend, form new light for us to bring back. And as we come back, we start to see, sense, know our life force energy is building back up again. The light starts to breathe again. There's something new. Something even more beautiful in this life force energy, more force of love, of that beautiful healing energy. Just like a new star being born, a new planet in creation. And then we just push out again, and we come out to the other side of the black hole. Notice you may be a different color light now. Something about your life force energy may have changed. The vibration, the sound, the feeling. And it's now as if we're going into almost a reverse, we're coming back around, down and through the universe, dropping back around the earth, overlapping the residue of the beautiful love and light we left before, and we're tenfolding it, folding in on top of what we've already done, folding back in, bringing in a new age, a new life, a new energy, a new healing, a new coming all the way back in through the earth, through the forest, back through the waters, coming all the way back to your community, to your little neighborhood, to your yard. Of where your human is, we're getting attracted. The life force energy is being attracted back to your human. And then it's behind your human. And as this light now drops down, lowers itself, comes in through the back between the shoulder blades, back in through that little spot at the back of the heart, holds itself into the center of the heart, and the radiance flows out through each side, out through the front and out through the back. And as if you see a line just like the earth, of a pole going up and down, and like the equator going across. And as you breathe in and you breathe out, it comes out through that little tiny space. And through you, through each of us, we send this light to each other of love, this new energy, this new, renewed, or anew, a resurrection of a new light. Something that we may have left behind before we came to Earth, that now comes in with us. We send it to each other. We let it flow through us. And in one big beam, we send it out. We open our own hearts so that we're open to receiving and accepting love, gratitude, beautiful things. Opening ourselves up to perceptions and views in a new way. And we send love to all. We send healing to all. And if we breathe back into us, connect back into your natural rhythm. And this little speck of light now folds itself in and then fully comes out, bringing you full back awareness to your human, and the light going out into your aura, out into the field. And then also dropping down into the solar plexus. And then dropping all the way down, out through our feet and through our hands. And then we breathe in and breathe out. And we all return to the very here and the very now. And back into this moment. Back into our simple little, beautiful little humans. And we will be here. Shake yourself out. Let yourself fully be reconnected. With that, I'm going to end it with a deck of cards I have not had out in a while. Mary, Queen, and Angels. Hope. Our card is hope. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. And then we have honesty as our second card. And to really not let ourselves get caught up in telling ourselves, lies of our fear, and more of the truth of faith and of the invisible world that is so working. And I'm in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. That this kind of healing energy may feel sometimes like this is, scary, ridiculous. It's impossible. If we can create anything in our imagination and bring it into reality in this human world, why can we not be a part of the creation of a new life force energy that is made of only of pure love that we bring together, that is asking of us, because the one thing that the human race has yet to get right is love. And a true understanding of love. Love without the power to conquer. Love without a love-hate. To really, truly let ourselves come in. And that's where trust is on the bottom. And the opening of that cloak, that veil, that beautiful energy. I know that God, in his infinite wisdom and love, is answering my prayers right now. What are we asking for? And are we specific? And so with that tonight, I burnt the owl in scent behind me. And my donkey is next to it. And to let wisdom guide us. Love is built in wisdom. And to let ourselves be guided by this with such faith and such knowing. And we sending out that beautiful healing out into the world. And I hope in some way tonight that this helped you. And if anyone would love to share their experience or to add some wisdom in, you're more than welcome. I'm opening up the space for us to add into this as well. This is not mine. This is something that is coming through me. I was asked to step up to the call, asked to step up to the question that I've been asking myself for days. Who am I? I am the pure embodiment of love and light of the creation of God. Nobody in this world will ever know all of me. Because to know me would be to absolutely know you.